Jay Hazelworth. We're on Sweet Life Farm in Tazewell, Tennessee. When I got out of the service in 1990, my wife and I decided to do farming, and we wanted to be self-sustained, so we started doing self-sustained. My buddy got me into beekeeping, and now here I am about 20 years later, state inspector. I put on the honey convention. I do state inspections all over East Tennessee for the state, and just loving bees. I didn't realize how much I loved them. In Tennessee, you need to be registered, and it's free. When we come out and we do inspections, it's free. Tennessee is really great about promoting honeybees. The inspection is basically, I show up, they take off the inner and outer cover, and they start pulling frames out, and we're looking for 2 frames of brood at least. But it's just to make sure the health of the hive is there and the honeybees are healthy before we move them and possibly move any disease. Well, most people want the honey. The next thing they are looking at is pollination for their gardens. Like if you have cucumbers that have a curve to them, there's not enough pollinators in the area. So if you have a nice straight cucumber, then you usually have enough pollinators in the area. Beyond the honey and the pollinators, people get it because all the health aspects of the bees. Everything in the hive is good for you, and even the bee stings are good for you. It's called apitherapy, when people go and they actually pay to get stung with them. So people with MS have a lot of improvement in their situation. Arthritis problems seem to go away. Most beekeepers live to be in their late 90s and 100s just because they've been playing with the bees all the time. Honeyconvention.com, and we do it in Knoxville, Tennessee, usually the 3rd weekend of March. I bring in about 25 to 27 different speakers. I'll have local speakers, and then I'll have speakers from other states come in. And it's all nothing but education for the beekeepers, because if you don't have enough education, you can't make a properly educated guess on what to do. And a lot of times it's guessing on what the bees are doing, because we're not bees. They don't read the books we do, so they do whatever they do. Yeah, usually I grab onto something, and as soon as I learn like 90 to 100% of it, I move on. I'm multifaceted, I do a lot of things, but bees, I've found that I don't think I'll ever learn everything. You know, you learn a lot in the first few years, and then you think, well, okay, there's not much more to learn, and then you start looking into scientific studies, or you start doing your own studies on your own. I play around with my bees all the time, trying to figure out, well, what's going to work better for me. So it's just always so much fun to play with bees.